Yeah,
You're coming.
Let's put it there.
All right. Okay. Let's talk about money.
One of my favorite subjects.
Yeah. All right. You have a lot of sources of income.
Yeah.
Which source has made you the most money?
What's made me the most money is the War Room. The War Room is a private members organization that I run. So when I first got
This is interesting.
when I got extremely wealthy, I wanted to know where I kind of felt like I'd gone to outer space expecting to see aliens, and I got there and there were none.
No idea.
I was like, where is everybody? Okay, I'm rich, but I expected once I became rich to meet other men who were rich, focused, intelligent, had their dating lives in order, their physical health in order, their finances in order, their connections in order. And I got to the top of the mountain and I looked around and realized nobody had it. Like, yeah, this guy's rich, but he's cucked by his wife and he's fat. This guy's rich, but he's controlled by the Matrix. This guy's rich, but he's dummy. He just made a bunch of money making music, rap. He's an idiot. This guy's rich. Like, and there was nobody who had it all.
Yeah.
I was like, and I wanted a network of genuine predators. I wanted the Freemasons almost. I thought I didn't want to join their organizations. But
You wanted people like you.
I wanted people like me. So I started an organization to find those men.
Yeah.
So now we have 3,000 members all around the world.
Wow.
A lot of them are very, very wealthy. A lot of them aren't. We have people who join who are 18-year-old brokies with nothing. That's fine.
They spent all their money on joining.
That's fine, yeah. Because if you're prepared to listen and learn, then you're in the right place. If you spend all of your time sitting around people who talk about how to become powerful and influential and rich,
you're just
guess what you're going to end up being?
Yeah.
Powerful, influential, and rich. So now I have the greatest network on the face of the planet. And when I say it's maybe the most money, it's not because of the membership fee. The membership fee is very low. It's cheap. It's because of the opportunities and connections inside of the War Room. And that's why I am ultra competitive, and that's why nobody will ever beat me. If you're an individual and you wake up and think, I want to make my life better, and you spend 8 hours reading a book, that's fine. When I wake up to maybe 25 messages from some of the most influential and rich people on the planet that you've never heard of, telling me, buy this now. This is an opportunity to make money on the Russian ruble. This is an opportunity to make money
British
here.
pound,
This is an opportunity to make money on this land. This is what's going down in Iraq. Here we have an opportunity in Nairobi. And I'm sitting there going, okay. And I have got all this curated information and genuine opportunities in real time presented to me. And within 15 minutes, I've made a $5 million investment.
Yeah.
You're on page 1. You're still reading your book.
The introduction.
You're still reading.
You're
still
chapter.
reading the introduction. And this is why, against people like me and my network and the other people inside the War Room, you will always lose.
Yeah.
So the War Room's maybe the most money, but not because of membership fees or anything like that, because of the genuine connections and opportunities inside of the War Room. And we're just free minds. Anybody who listens to what I say and agrees with it and likes it should understand that you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
100%.
And if you know 100%. That, then you need to make sure you're not spending time with anybody you don't want to be. So people who join the War Room, they join and they want to become professional. They want to become absolutely and utterly professional. And like I said, we have extremely seasoned and experienced and successful men, but we also have people joining saying with nothing, but they're humble enough to learn. I come here, I'm young, I don't have any money, or I'm old, I have a little bit of money, or whatever it is, but I am here to learn and absorb.
I want to commit.
I want to commit. And if you learn and absorb and you're in the right place, then you can do fantastically well. So the War Room, I mean, with the War Room network now, I could never be broke ever again. It's impossible for me to ever go poor. I have access to billions of dollars I could loan from these men because I know they could trust me if they wanted to. I have a place I can sleep in 3,000 different locations around the world in big mansions. If I needed a Lambo, they'd send it to me. If I needed a visa for a country that you can't get a visa for, someone there will have a business to give me an LLC, to give me a visa via their business. If I need a jet, it comes. If I need information on anything, if I need to do a money transfer to Afghanistan, which if anyone's tried, they know how difficult that is. I got a guy who fixes that. Are you good? It's all there. It's everything. So whenever I have any problem in my life, no matter what it is, I go to the War Room. And in fact, I'll prove the power of the War Room right now. I became the most Googled man on the planet.
Yes.
I hacked every single social media algorithm to a way which people are sitting there trying to work out how I did it, and they can't work out exactly how it's done. The War Room did that. I went to them and said, I've decided to go overt as opposed to being underground. I want to go overt and break mainstream. And 4 months later, I was the most Googled man on the planet.
The War Room did that.
Of course. There's not many organizations on the planet that can do something like that.
None.
So when you have something that powerful, I created it because I wish it existed. That's what I was looking for when I got rich, and it didn't exist. So I created it myself.
Yeah.
And it's also, and I'll say this now, for any young man or any man who's serious about his journey or serious about himself, it's the most important place you can be. You're going to learn absolutely everything about the realities of Earth. Do not waste your time in some university. Do not waste your time reading books. Do not waste your time on YouTube watching some dork talk about Amazon FBA. Don't be an idiot. Join the war room and you'll learn, and there's a spiritual journey involved as well. But every single person who joins the war room ends up being an absolute consummate professional, and that's the most profitable enterprise.
How do you join?
At cobratate.com, there's details. It's on my website. You go to cobratate.com and it'll explain what the war room is, how we work. We have meetings all around the world. We have meetups. In fact, we just had a meetup 3 days ago, impromptu. Usually they're planned in advance, but I had to talk to some guys and we sent a message 36 hours in advance. And we all went, I had to talk to everybody, no phones. So there was no phones and we didn't want to be bugged. So we went out to the desert here in Dubai. And in 36 hours, I think we got 35 men from around the world landed. But we went to the desert, all with the black Escalades. It's all filmed and stuff. Yeah.
That was insane.
So I
never saw that many black Escalades.
It's a powerful network, and we're absolutely and utterly extremely wealthy. We don't break any laws.
Yeah.
You know, so for the FBI, the NSA, whoever's listening, we don't break any laws.
Yeah.
We're law-abiding people who are very perspicacious and pay a lot of attention and are
Just
very dedicated.
Grow.
And we make sure that we look after ourselves and each other and our brotherhood. And we're trying to create a better world for the people we care about. And that's how we work.
All right. So
I'm freeing Joe Exotic. I'm going to get him out. I need to free Joe because everyone just forgot about the man. I don't like that.
He's in jail.
He's in jail.
Every single minute since you finished watching The Tiger King, he's sitting there in jail.
So I'm using the war room and our assets and our connections. And I've got $1 million allocated specifically to free Joe Exotic. So the day you guys see Joe Exotic sitting here next to me, I want you to know that I am literally that guy. I'm that guy. If you're in jail, all hope is lost. You're out of money. Your husband ran away.
Haram.
And it's haram. And you're sitting there and you don't stand a chance. And then you get a phone call. Andrew Tate and the war room
are on the case.
That would make you feel so much better.
It would. It'd make me feel better.
If you don't feel better hearing that, then you don't know the power of the war room. But if you heard that, you should be like, he's actually going to get me out. I'm actually going to free this man. He will be free and he will be here live with all of us. I am going to do that.
Yeah.
If any of my war room brothers go to jail, if they can send me a message, use their one phone call, I will get them out. I was extracting people from Ukraine.
Yeah.
When Russia invaded.
Yeah. If you follow us on Instagram, put my Instagram up there. If you follow me or Andrew on Instagram, there are receipts in our stories, our reels, where we were going to Ukraine and actually getting people physically out of the country. One of my guys was in the country. I'm not going to say his name. I paid $8,000 in Bitcoin for a taxi for him to buy the taxi from the driver and then abandon it at the border so he could get across into Romania. And I went and picked him up myself. We got people out. We extracted people from the country. That's the power of the war room.
Yeah, I'm going to flash an image here really quickly, which is a chat that is just a guy saying, my embassy failed me, the news failed me, the police failed me, but when I messaged the war room, they got me out of the country.
The Tates don't fail you.
The Tates don't fail you, because the war room is really that powerful. I'm going to flash it here. So a lot of people are wondering how we do these things. We do these things because the idea, this is what a lot of people don't understand. I need to find a way to raise my mic. I need to get some bitch in here, some sexy bitch, and make her move the mic up. The idea, most people are just waiting to die, right? So most of you watching this still believe in like the nation state. You believe that America will save you, or Ukraine will save you.
The police.
Or France will save you, or the police will save you. None of that is real.
Nobody was going to save you.
Nobody's going to save you. The only things that are real, if you go to your embassy in a war zone, it's a mess. None of that's real. What's real is you need people who actually have assets, connections, and care. So if you're a war room brother and you're Ukraine, I can have cars waiting for you on the border of Ukraine and Romania. Not just cars, Rolls Royces waiting for you. All you have to do is get to the border.
I did bring the Rolls Royce.
Exactly. When you get to the border, we'll make sure you have the assets you need, because a lot of the guys paid in Bitcoin in the middle of the war zone. They're paying in Bitcoin to get to the border. We already had border guards bribed, so you're straight to the front of the line at the Romanian end. Boom, in the rolls, done, safe. We saved over 14 people from Ukraine. So we have a lot of war room guys. A lot of people who watch this and know me well know that we did a big summit in Kiev this summer. We have a bunch of guys in Ukraine, and we have extracted and saved more of our brothers than any embassy, any police, etc. So you need to ask yourself seriously, this is a question. If you're sitting there as a man and a war kicks off where you are, who do you call? Because if it ain't us, okay, then who is it? And you'll probably see basically nobody can save you.
Nobody.
That's the power of the war room. So if we can extract people from a war zone, we can get Joe Exotic out of jail.
Yeah, and we actually had, I'm not going to say his name, we had a man actually inside of Ukraine as well, moving people around. He went into Ukraine, a war room member, from another country. He got across the border into the country to bring people out. So, yeah, we have guys in, with the connections to actually get in the country and move around logistically in the middle of a war.
So